Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin Bjorkstrand, and this is my Life of a Child project. Alright, we're going to learn all about Caden. He's currently 6. Some of his favorite hobbies are baseball, wrestling, helping his dad, like seen in the photo, and playing outside. His personality, he is very energetic. He is a little shy though. He's a big softie, so he has a big heart, and he cries easily. However, on the flip side, he is also very tough. Yes, he cries so easily, but when it comes to wrestling, he never does, even when he loses. A little bit more about Caden. He doesn't have any cognitive, physical, or emotional delays that they are currently aware of. He was potty trained at 3 years old. He is aware of gender roles. For example, he avoids things associated with girls, toys, or colors. When asked if he hung out with a girl at school today, he goes, "Ew, no way," and gets a little mad or defensive. He does catch on to new things easily, and when he is learning new things, he doesn't get frustrated while learning them. Instead, he's excited and encouraged. He enjoys learning in school. He is a mellow, logical thinker. He doesn't just go for it. He thinks and then acts. He's a good reader, and he has very good handwriting. His mom is super impressed. However, he loves math. He tells his parents that math is his favorite subject because he picks up easily on it. A little family dynamics. His mom works as patient access at the hospital, and his dad works in HVAC, so he installs heating, venting, and air conditioning. They are both married. He does have 2 sisters. One is 4 years old and one is 2 months. He is the oldest of the 3 siblings. A little bit on improving development. He did go to preschool at age 4, and now he is enrolled at Park Rapids Elementary School. He goes to the library often with his family. They like to participate in the programs put on. And just last week, he got his own library card, which he was beyond excited for. And then the sports he is in is wrestling and baseball, which is kind of a form of t-ball because it's a little league. Connecting to the theories. So Erikson's state of psychosocial development, typically he would be at the 3rd stage, and that's initiative versus guilt. However, I think that Caden is at the 4th stage, industry versus inferiority. The reasons for this is he's a think first and then act type of person. He's involved in many school activities and is able to cope with them all. Therefore, he has the ability to between the worlds of his home, neighborhood, and school, and he knows the differences and can cope with academics, group activities, and friends because he's involved in so many activities. Along with this, I think he is at the 4th stage because he knows and sees how hard his work with his reading homework has pushed him ahead of the class and has improved his reading skills. He can see the relationship between the perseverance and the pleasure of a job completed. Now, for Paget's 4 stages of cognitive development, he is in the pre-operational stage. Math is his favorite subject, and he catches on easily to new concepts. Therefore, he is starting to have the ability to think in symbolic form. Along with he is able to think operations through logically and in one direction. Finally, Vygotsky's the social source of development. Caden fits into Vygotsky's social source of development because he suggests that children's cognitive development is fostered by interactions with people who are capable or advanced in their thinking. So having his parents read to him, his parents were capable and advanced in that, and now he is reading to his parents, so the roles have switched. Okay, so now for the biological model. So his microsystem consists of like his family of 5, his home is right in town and the neighbors are close, the daycare in the summer is close to home, so that's kind of closer to Caden, more influences him than the meso system. The parents attend parent-teacher conferences, so there is a parent-teacher type of relationship. Most weekends are spent at their grandparents' house, so they're not so much at home, but instead in a different home, but still with people that he knows. He spends his birthday with his extended family, so he's very close to his cousins and his aunts and his uncles. They do have a large extended family on both sides, mom and dad's. And his playdates kind of still consist of just his cousins, not so much those in his class. His exosystem, there's not much diversity in the classroom because he attends such a small school. His grade size is about 22 kids. His house is located right in town, so it's close to the school. And then parents' workplace is close to home as well. Now the macro system. The family doesn't attend church regularly. They kind of just only go on the holidays. The family is liberal. Dad's side of the family does speak Finnish. So that gives a little bit of cultural influence. And then his grandmother is a Native American, so the family does attend annual powwows yearly, so Caden does get this cultural influence as well. And then they live in a small town, predominantly white. There's not much diversity. Okay, a little bit about Caden's physical growth. His gross motor skills, he does play sports, so he's very active. He's in baseball, so he can catch, bat, and throw, wrestles. He bikes without his training wheels. Very active. He's the first to always ask to go outside and play and doesn't like to come in. He started walking at 9 months. He's not a picky eater. He kind of tries everything. He eats most veggies and fruits, drinks milk or water. The family doesn't drink a lot of pop or juice, and they don't eat out much. They mainly stick to the house and kind of grill and cook their own meals. Their typical meal consists of a meat, a potato, and some type of veggie. Now a little bit on Caden's cognitive growth. He's an excellent reader. In his class, they bring home books, and they are assigned specific ones, and as they read them, they receive new ones that are more challenging. In his class, he's a student who is the furthest in the readings. He also doesn't use self-talk, though. His mom doesn't really ever find him kind of mumbling to himself while he's reading, doing math, doing other type of homework, or playing. He does prefer to play with other in associative or cooperative play. He doesn't really like to play alone. He's always asking for someone to go do something with him. His favorite game is Monopoly, and he also likes to create farms in the sandbox outside. His emotional growth. He is thoughtful and cordial. When someone is sad, he wants to cuddle, hug, or hold their hand. He wants to be close to them. He's very self-sufficient. He is required to clear his own dinner plate, tie his own shoes, picks out his own outfits. If he asks his parents to do something and his parents know it's something he can do on his own, they do make him do it on his own because they know he is capable. Example, when he wants them to get him some water, he is asked to do it himself. His parents do encourage him to express his emotions and not hold it in, and they are authoritative type of parenting style. Developmental challenge, like I said before, there is none that they are aware of. However, their mother has a very mild speech disability, and when she was in school, she worked with a speech pathologist. She thinks Caden may have this as well. However, the school teachers and doctors, as of right now, do not see an issue with his speech or are concerned. All right, a little bit on my learning reflection. Working with parents, I do need to remember that every parent has a different parenting style, and not all children are raised the same. Some parents may not be aware of where their child should be cognitively, physically, or emotionally, so that is something that I need to be aware of when speaking to them. Not every parent will be involved with the education of their children, while some are overly involved, and I will need to compensate for that. Developing a positive parent-teacher relationship can significantly help with the educational progress of my future students. So, building some type of bridge between me as a teacher and them as a parent will help their student and benefit them. My personal parenting style, at home, I do not plan to have any children of my own as of right now. If I do, I would make sure that I'm aware of where my child needs to be physically, cognitively, and emotionally, and get the help when it is needed. Along with this, I would encourage them when it comes to school and help push them to succeed, but not overly push them. In the classroom, I need to remember that not all students are raised the same. So some students are stronger in some things and weaker in others, and vice versa. Along with that, some are stronger in certain subjects, others may be weaker in certain subjects, and I need to treat each student with equality. That is my Life of a Child project. I hope you enjoyed.